Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of May 18th. As always, we'll get started with the Mythic Plus affixes. This week we have Tyrannical, Raging, Quaking, and Prideful. Again, that's Tyrannical, Raging, Quaking, and Prideful. Not too bad of affixes for a Tyrannical week, especially. To be completely honest, I'm a little bit checked out of Mythic Plus, probably until 9.1 personally, but still worth getting these affixes out for people who are either still pushing or still gearing up alts, acquiring valor, all that kind of stuff. So, still a useful thing, but obviously a bit of a content drought, and Mythic Plus becomes one of those things that is just not quite as fun when you've been doing the same thing all for a really long patch. Let's go ahead and talk about what's going on in the game this week. Unfortunately, it's not going to be very much, as has been the case for a while now. Even the bonus event this week is not very good. So we have the pet battle bonus event this week. So I have nothing against it. It's a niche thing. There's a whole community of people who love pet battles that play the game. So it's cool for them. And they should get something in the game to do that's a little bit extra as well. So I definitely approve of it. It just isn't necessarily for me. And other than that, there's actually no actual in-game events going on this week. And that is very, very sad news. Now, we have been getting fairly regular updates on the PTR. This past week, I didn't do much about the PTR because there's actually stuff that happened like in the game, whether it was the interview, whether information about the sockets was found out. I guess that was sockets being in Torghast found out, which I guess is on the PTR, to be completely fair. But yeah, since there isn't hardly anything to do this week, I may actually just play only on the PTR except for rating, and see if any new information comes from there. But we're looking for new builds, new patch notes. Obviously, me personally, I'm looking for any kind of rep paladin changes. I know that some simulations have been run on the rep paladin legendaries now, and so I'm hoping. So I did a video about the rep paladin legendaries, what they look like, what it looks like it's going to be. However, some actual simulations have been done. So when that information gets posted, I'll run through that and talk about the way the legendaries are. In general, though, I believe the Covenant legendaries are mostly meant as supplemental or complementary legendaries for a future patch when we perhaps will be able to equip two legendaries. So you would probably wear your Covenant legendary with the legendary that most fits with it, and then have a very powerful combo from there. Is kind of how they're shaping up for pretty much, and I think that because it's pretty much shaping that way for every single spec. So I'm sure there's like a spec where they don't match perfectly or something, but it's nearly every single spec where it matches like that. So unfortunately, like I said, not much else going on for me personally. I have been leveling, well, I am level 60 now, but I have been playing on my warrior, my original character. I've been farming old raids, old achievements, things like that I enjoy to do, collecting completionist things. I haven't played much. I didn't play much during Mists of Pandaria. I've notoriously said that's the only time where I've basically just unsubbed from the game for a long period of time was Mists of Pandaria. And so I've been going back and doing a lot of the stuff there, which has been actually kind of enjoyable. I do kind of see why people like the expansion. There was a lot to do. That's probably why. There was just a lot of content. The content isn't great for me, but I understand there's a lot of it, and people might have liked it. So that would be why Mists of Pandaria was considered a good expansion then. So I've been doing a lot of that stuff, and yeah, just trying to farm mounts and trying to stay interested in World of Warcraft at least until Cutting Edge is obtained. We are on Sire Denathrius. I always give a little bit of a personal raid update each week. Sire Denathrius, we have gotten to phase 3 already. Not very cleanly by any means, but we have seen it and seen the mechanic of the mirror through the mirror and everything. And so hopefully this week, with that little bit of experience, we're able to get even closer. Obviously, it's potential to kill it since we have seen phase 3. I don't expect to necessarily kill it this week, but sometime in the next 2 or 3 weeks, I do expect Sire Denathrius to go down, get Cutting Edge, and then I will probably I'll still be doing anything to do with news or Rep Paladin stuff that comes out. I'll still do content on that, but I might just kind of fade away a little bit and maybe play a different game. I really like the game Fallout 76, and I've been very itching to play it. I haven't played it the entire last update, because I don't have a ton of free time. So free time I just put into this, making videos and World of Warcraft, and and then I don't count family time as free time. That's family time. So most of my free time is just spent doing this. And once I get cutting edge done, though, I will feel like I'm released a little bit until the patch. However, we will probably have the patch now. So if let's say we kill Denathrius in 2 weeks, that'll be about a month probably before the next patch comes out, which is still nice. And I still want to be available if we are re-clearing like Denathrius and Stone Legion for gear or something. I do want to be available for at least one night a week for that if we do end up doing that. But will be definitely a weight off my shoulders just to get this cutting edge done. This raid tier has been very rough for my guild, and I know it's been rough for a lot of guilds actually, especially casual guilds. So that's about it for this week. Unfortunately, it just is what it is. In a month or so, we'll have a lot more stuff to do, a lot more stuff to talk about. And hopefully there's new stuff for the PTR, because I love to. I've really enjoyed actually playing on the PTR, so hopefully there can be more stuff on the PTR that I can talk about as well. As always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel because it helps me out so much. And other than that, everybody, have a good one.